Welcome to another edition of your morning workout talk, brought to you by your one and only literary Pharaoh. Hey guys, I am back, headed to the gym. My wife and I are going to the gym. She's riding right ahead of me right now, and that's where we're going. I did my yoga workout yesterday, my mat workout, and it's an hour workout that I do. And I do yoga because it involves stretching. It's quite different from what I do in the gym, because most of the things that I do in the gym is mostly, especially when lifting weights, is dealing with a lot of resistance workout. And what I'm doing is tearing apart my muscle tissues to allow them to grow. So in the process of doing that, and also doing other HIIT workouts that's involving cardio and involving me using my leg muscles, it's very important that I add yoga to my regimen. And I call it yoga, but yoga is really literally stretching, But I think it's always good to incorporate different forms and styles of workouts in your workout regimen. So if you go to the gym and you lift weights, don't do weights all the time. Like sometimes just do something else. Go running, go do sprints, jogging. Just keep your body in shock mode. Keep your body stressed. And I know it sounds bad, like, why do I want to keep my body stressed? But that's the way to see results, because if you continue to do the same workouts every time, at some point your results starts to plateau, really meaning that you don't see results anymore. Like for instance, there's these single leg lunges that I do, that I prop one of my legs on a bench, and I lunge down with one leg. So I have one leg that's propped on the bench, and my other leg is sticking forward, and I do single leg lunges. But I don't do that a lot. I may do that once every 2 weeks, but I do other leg workouts. But when I do that workout, those single leg lunges, my goodness. And I don't do lightweight. Like, I don't do a lightweight where I can just do 12 easy. I have 60 to 65 pounds in my hands. I think one time I had like 70 pounds. Oh my God, my thighs and my butt were killing me the next day. But I do that because I'm putting my body in shock, meaning that I don't do that all the time. So when I do that with heavy weights, I'm tearing apart my muscle tissues. And then in order to allow them to repair, as they repair and I do it again, that's how you end up growing. But if I do it all the time, the muscles don't get torn because I've already tore them. So, in other words, when you lift heavy, you rest and then you come back. So if you lift heavy, like, let's say you do chest, let's say you do bench press. If you're a guy, you do bench press, right? And you went heavy on a Monday. I would recommend that you just wait till next Monday to lift heavy again, once a week. Because the more, if you lift heavy all the time, you're not giving your muscles a chance to repair themselves after you've already broken them down. And it's in the resting process that you actually see growth. So if you lift and you're sore as hell, that's a good thing. That means that your muscles are torn. Don't come back immediately and lift weights targeting the same body part. Give that body part time to heal where you're not sore anymore, and then come back to it again. That's how you see growth. That's how you see optimal growth. Which is why, and then in between, like from Monday to Monday, it doesn't mean that you're not working out at all. You only work out once a week. Do other things with your body. Squats, running, like focus on different parts, other things, and then come back to doing that same workout that you did on Monday. And that's just an example that I'm giving. I'm not trying to tell you what to do on certain days, but I'm just trying to give you guys an indication of how to get results from working out. Oftentimes you hear people on commercials saying, do this workout to get this. It's not the workout, it's how you work it out. Anybody can do ab workouts, but it's and actually I would recommend that if you do work out, you try to incorporate abs in your everyday regimen, because the core is an important part of the body. You can't do anything without your core. So the core of the body is a very essential body part that allows people to, maneuver and do what they need to do. So you just have to be very smart in how you work out. Because I see people in the gym, they do the same workouts. This guy that I go in, he's doing the same like squats. Like I look at him, I'm like, for 2 years now, like I'm like, wow. And I think it's a mind thing too. And I'm kind of like that sometimes. Well, we're not as extreme as that guy. When you get because we're creatures of habit. Once we do something a couple of times, we tend to want to do what we're comfortable with. It's very hard to deviate from your routine and to jump into something else. But it's very important not to get too bogged down doing the same kind of workout, because it becomes harder to leave it. Or sometimes you run out of options. You're like, well, I don't know what else to do. I'm going to just do what I'm used to. But no, that's why you spend time online, do some research, and see other workouts that you can do. The body part is, the body has many parts, and you can work out many parts. So just be mindful of that. Yeah. So today's Wednesday. I'm headed there right now. 4:36. Remember last time on Monday I was already at the gym at 4:38, so that's why I told you guys I'm like super early. So around this time, 4:30 something, I'm still on the road. I haven't gotten to the gym quite yet. This is more of the natural time that I usually get there. I mean, I like getting there early, but not too early. You understand? So that's my thing. Hope you guys are having a good week. Just take it day by day. If you look on my channel, I did a video about the planetary, how the planet, we're living in a prison planet. It's broken into 2 different videos. Because the first video I did, I was interrupted by a phone call, so I had to take that call. It was an important call, so I could not ignore it. And then I continued. I resumed the content, and I created another video. So it's like 2 parts. It's long. I'm not gonna lie to you. It's long. But I just was giving my thoughts about how I believe that we're living in a prison planet. And I came from a biblical perspective, or an anti-biblical perspective, to let you know that even the religious texts that people are abiding in and following, is part of the deception that keeps us in this, perpetual state of oppression. Talking about how working is slavery. People keep talking about stealing time from work. How about work stealing our time? We've just, I don't know. I think that a lot of even our language is catered towards an oppressive mind state. Like we talk about, what do you do for a living? I talked about this, I think, the other day. What I do for a living is take care of my body. That's what I do to live. I don't work to live. I don't go to work so I can live. I do other things so I can have life. Working is just a man-made societal construct implemented, inserted, and enacted in our contemporary reality to keep us enslaved, to keep us away from our things that are important. And I don't think we've been working for so long that I think that if work was abolished, we wouldn't even know what to do with ourselves. It would take years to deprogram ourselves to become what we were originally made to be. Now, we were originally made to be a slave race, I understand that. But we're much more than that. That was through manipulation. If left alone, what you saw in the Bible when humanity were working on the Tower of Babel, that's what you would see. All humanity would come together as one. And we would come together to understand that we have one common enemy, and we would come together and build and do things to be innovative, to make life on this planet much easier. But there are people who are in control, who control the printing press, the printing of the money, the banks, the Vatican, the Smithsonian museums, the elites, the Blackstones, those people, the people who have all the money, you can tell who rule the world. Just follow the cash, follow the money. They're the ones that like oppression because it keeps them up top and it keeps us where we are at. It doesn't equal the playing field, you know. And to me, that's just all a byproduct of low level existence. When you have hierarchy and you have a dominant when you have a dominant class, when you have wars and you have things like that, that's an example of low level living. That's not higher level living. It doesn't equate. It's not parallel to high states of consciousness. Higher state of awareness doesn't even operate under those parameters. Within that type of paradigm, it leaves you low vibrational. You become a low frequency type of person. So yeah. Oh, yeah. Felt the kind of chilly there. Yeah, so that's how it works, man. Yeah, so that's what I'm gonna do. So it took me about 12 minutes to get here. Yeah, cause I started the video immediately. I pulled out of my driveway here. Hold on, my wife wants to tell me something. Hold on. Yeah.
Is that man serious cleaning his car?
He always does that.
It's freaking raining.
Yeah, he always I don't know. He may have. I don't know. But it's not raining now. Maybe he's wiping his car down. Maybe it's not raining anymore. Maybe he's just wiping his car down. But he does it every time he parks. Even if it's not raining, his car is already black and shot. He just likes to wipe it down. He loves his car, man. That's his girlfriend. That's his baby. Yeah, remember I told you guys there's a guy that when I pull up in the morning, is a guy that's always wiping his car. He goes into the gym, but he comes here early, and he'll just sit there and just wipe his car down. And my wife was just telling me, like, it just rained. Like, what is he doing? But I told her, well, maybe he's wiping off the rain because it's not raining now. He's wiping his car down. People have certain, and I'm not like that. I'm not that extreme with wiping my car down, but there's certain things that I'm extreme about, like my diet. There's just certain things that I do that to other people, they may look like, oh, how do you do that? But I don't think the guy has a problem. Like my wife was like, does he have a problem? But nah, he doesn't. Because it's hard to understand people who seek perfection and people who seek clarity and who want certain things a certain way. He's probably a guy that's very, very clean. And there's nothing wrong with that. There's nothing wrong with that. I would rather him wipe his car down daily than to leave his car. So if you ask me which extreme that I would take the extreme of being clean all the time. Now you may say, well, being extremely clean or extremely dirty, those are extreme, components to choose from. How come you can't just be in the middle? But being in the middle is average. That's average. That's running the mill. That's everybody else. He's not like everybody else. Like, even my consistency of coming to the gym Monday, Wednesday, Friday, and being consistent with that, coming early. Most people don't do that. And in order to achieve a level of greatness or success in your life, you need to do things that are not normal. And greatness is not predicated on how much money you have in your bank account. Greatness is in here. Your mindset, how you live your life, your temperament, how you deal with stress. That's greatness. That's success. Overcoming obstacles and bouncing back from them. That's success. living a life that's worthy to be noble according to your consciousness, according to your awareness. That's success. Success is subjective to the beholder of the soul. So you behold your soul. So you have to create standards for yourself. Gods create. You already got. I've been telling you guys that we're all gods, and because we emanate from the source, we're like the miniature versions of source. We have the ability to create, but not on the level of source, because source is the ultimate creator of all. But all of us, as we maneuver and live our lives in this third dimensional realm, trapped in this, exo, trapped in this body, we have to set things up for ourselves and set goals for ourselves and meet those goals. And when we don't meet those goals, we see where we fell short, and we refine ourselves, and we refine our approach, and we start again. That's the elevation of possessing an innovative mindset and attempting to constantly evolve, to change yourself. That to me is what I call greatness and success, not the world's metric of it. Success is not being a celebrity, being on TV and making a bunch of money. That's vanity. Money means shit. It's nothing but paper. And it's nothing but paper or a digital number on a computer. That's how vain it is. It's useless. It's a societal construct. It has nothing to do with virtue. Making a lot of money means nothing. Now, if you're making a lot of money helping people, that's the difference. If you're just happy, making money is just the end result of doing something that's noble. So let's say if I don't know, if I had a business that helped the poor and make sure everybody had, and it wasn't steeped in the scam industry that we're in, like with the taxes and stuff. A lot of people do things that are nice for a tax write-off. I'm not talking about that. Let's just say I had infinite amount of wealth and I was able to help all the people on the planet. But for some reason, I just kept gaining wealth in a way that people couldn't understand it, because it was outside the mechanisms of this capitalistic system. It doesn't operate underneath the same rules, and I stayed wealthy that way. Being wealthy that way is not the success. The success is me helping people. Success is how you relate with people. Success is how you make people feel. Success is, because we're all interconnected. We all have certain shows that we like. We all have certain things that we like to listen to on YouTube or TikTok or Instagram or whatever it is. Anything that you're doing, because we impact one another. We're all in this together. It's called synergy. So if I have a gift or I have a talent and I'm giving it out and people are being impacted by it in a good way, that to me is greatness, and that to me is success. Not the money, not how many cars you have, not your house. That's just, we believe that's what success is, but that's not what it is. We've lost our humanity because we've allowed the programming of this world system to dictate to us what reality truly means, and it's not that at all. So so always think of it that way. I don't care if you're a thousandaire or a millionaire or a billionaire. How do you make people feel in your day-to-day interactions? And how do you treat yourself? How do you worship yourself? How do you take care of yourself? What kind of presence do you bring when you walk into a room? Those are the things to me, that I feel are the true measurements of one's success or one's greatness. So I'll give you an example. Like, let's say LeBron James, for example. People may say he's successful because he's made a bunch of money. That's the first thing people will go to. But I deem his success or greatness not based upon the stats or the things that he's accomplished by playing basketball, but how has he elevated other young people to love basketball? Like, how does he make people feel when they watch him? To me, the entertainment value that he brings for people when they watch him play, after a long day, you sit down, you say, I'm going to watch a Lakers game. You want to see what LeBron James does, and he plays well. That feeling of him playing well, the feeling that you get from him playing well, that means that his actions or his presence on this planet, because we're synergistically connected, has impacted you. That to me is his greatness. Now, the stats and the money, that's just a byproduct of the work that he's put in. But that's not his greatness. His greatness is how he made you feel, because he's not giving you his money. It's not like you watching LeBron James, you get richer from watching LeBron James. It's how he makes you feel when you watch it. The inspiration, the frequencies that are emitted from his presence and his aura and the things that he's doing on the basketball court. How does it make you feel? That's the way we have to always look at it. How do you make people feel? Just like my kids. I'm great to my kids because I make them feel good. You know why? Because I walk into a room when I come to pick them up from school, or when I walk into the house, they're running to me, Daddy, Daddy. That to me is greatness. That to me is success. My progeny, my kids, I impact their lives when I see them, and they impact me as well. It's a mutual exchange of feelings that's there. They're excited to see me, and I'm excited to see them. That to me is success. You know, we have to make things simple. Don't fall into the trap of following the world systems, because you're always going to be miserable. You're going to consistently keep comparing. And if money and being popular or being rich is your idea of what success and greatness entails, then you're going to have a horrible existence and always think that you're a nobody. Okay? Don't fall into that trap. I did that years ago in my younger years. But as I got older, wisdom befell me. And I became a better thinker. All right? Became much wiser. Started to understand that success is not wrapped up in how much money you have. It's how you make people feel. All right. Love you guys. Take care. I'm going to be doing another video at another time. Stay tuned. Leave a comment. Tell me what you guys think. All right. Another edition of Morning Workout Talk, brought to you by your literary pharaoh. All right. Take care. All right. Peace. Bye.